People are getting greedy. Hey guys, it's Mateo. So, I was watching these videos on YouTube of why the 9 to 5 sucks so bad and why you gotta be out there hustling every single day, and there was something about it that really just seemed to start bothering me. Before I go any further, I noticed that most of my views are coming from people that aren't subscribed, so if you haven't already, go ahead, go down below, smash that like button while you're down there, and hit that red subscribe button for more weekly uploads. All these entrepreneurs on the internet of telling you how you have to be hustling every single day out of your 9 to 5 sucks and how it's limiting you. But I think now, more than ever, is showing us how protective and useful a 9 to 5 could actually be. I'll give the disclaimer that right now, yeah, I've been working in food for a little bit over a year. Do I like it? Honestly, no. No, I don't. And I'm also in the midst of getting my real estate license. I'll go into details about that a little bit more later. But what the point of this video is to tell you why your 9 to 5 isn't as bad as many people are making it out to be. Now, I've been working for an hourly wage anywhere from $8.50 to $13. Now, a lot of that wasn't great. That was some of my first jobs. I'm out there flipping burgers and handing them out. It kind of sucks, but it's how you get experience. The first reason that your 9 to 5 doesn't suck is because it gives you financial stability. I'll leave a link down in the description to another one of my videos, how to take control of your financial situation. It kind of goes into the process of how a lot of people are still living paycheck to paycheck. Even though they have this stability of a 9 to 5 job, they're still not able to be freed from money. They're still in that cage of money dictating what they can and can't do. With the stability of your 9 to 5, you're able to almost guaranteed come in, you know how much money is coming in every single month. It makes it so easy to budget. If you have your 9 to 5, you know, okay, I'm working for $13 an hour. Say you work 30 hours a week. You're coming in $360 a week. That's $720 for a paycheck. So count $650. You know that you're coming in $650 on each paycheck. While if I'm in real estate, I don't know when I'm going to be making my next sale. Yes, the sale potential in real estate is going to be much higher than if I'm working for $13 an hour. But I don't know when that paycheck's going to come in. It's all dependent on what I can and can't do. Like I said earlier, I've been working from anywhere from $8.50 an hour to $13 an hour. But my highest paying job was when I was working for $10 an hour. I'll tell you guys how. So as I was working in food, it's dependent on tips that are really going to be making or breaking how much you make that day. I've worked in cases where I could do an 8-hour shift and get $6 in tips. I've also done a 4-hour shift and gotten $20 in tips. That shows sale potential, right? That shows you how much that if you want to put your mind to it, if you really think that you can be hustling through this world, that you could be making a lot more by working on your own as opposed to for somebody. But the thing that nobody tells you is that if you don't want to be working for that $8.50 originally, if you refuse to be being paid minimum wage, you're never going to make it as an entrepreneur, because that stability of a 9 to 5 is what so many people don't realize you don't have as an entrepreneur. Your 9 to 5 gives you stability, it gives you a safety net. When you become an entrepreneur, you can go months without making a single dime. And then you might get a $12,000 check. But what are you going to do for those 5 months that you didn't get a single commission? I figure the second I get licensed in real estate, I'm not going to make jack. But I still think that I'm going to be making more in real estate than I ever would working in food. Why? Because even though it's more stable working in food, even though your 9 to 5 grants you that stability, it may give you benefits, gives you company retirement plans, earning potential as an entrepreneur is much higher than it ever will be working a 9 to 5. Another great thing about when you're working your 9 to 5 is that it can teach you how hungry you can really be for those likes. So go ahead and smash that like button down below real quick. But I'll give you two scenarios that have actually happened to me. In this first scenario, I work my butt off. I do everything the owner asks for. I cover every shift possible. I learn everything in that store. Within just a couple months, I'm running that store. I've gotten a raise, I'm in a manager position, and I'm doing a lot of work. My hard work was realized in that. The work that I put into the company got me something. It got me a promotion. When you're working by yourself, when you're an entrepreneur, your promotion is if you get another client or not. That's dependent on what society thinks of you, whether society thinks that you're a useful contribution or not. In this first scenario, the owner thought that I was making very useful contributions, so I got a $2 raise. That added up. That was pretty nice. I was appreciative of that. Now, I'll give you the second case scenario. In the second case scenario, I come in with manager experience. I learn everything. I know the cashier spot already. I learn cook. I'm one of the fastest workers in the restaurant. I'm told how great of a hire I was. 3 months go by, and I'm still working at that starter wage. I haven't grown in the company at all. I'm a grunt. I'm getting bossed around by management that doesn't seem to care. And I've buckled down. I've probably worked harder than when I was in that manager position, and I'm being paid less. So I think that goes to show that it doesn't matter when you're working for an hourly wage how hard you work sometimes. You could put in some minimal effort and get a promotion in the right store. Well, if you buckle down and do everything possible, you could not get promoted at all in another store. So, that could bring up the point that you cruise through your 9 to 5. You go in, you do what's expected of you, nothing more, nothing less. That's the hedonic treadmill, I would say, of the 9 to 5 job, of that hourly wage. I brought up the safety net case scenario earlier. With this safety net, you're guaranteed unemployment if you're fired. Your company probably has benefits, maybe medical, dental. You have insurance benefits. You have bonuses coming in maybe, if you're lucky. You don't have to be worrying when your next check comes in. But what are you sacrificing when you do this? Well, you're sacrificing this chance to hustle. What these internet entrepreneurs are telling you. They're saying you gotta be out here working 80 hours a week. You gotta be doing everything possible. You gotta be networking. Yeah, that's true. You have to be putting in that kind of work if you think that you're gonna make it in that world. If you want to become, say, a real estate agent like I will, you have to be buckling down and doing whatever it takes for the client to begin with. Because you probably won't be making a sale. You won't have that safety net of that 9 to 5 job. If that's not it for you, then keep cruising with your 9 to 5. It's not terrible. You could live off of your 9 to 5 job. You could retire off of a 9 to 5 job. Many people do. It's a great thing. But what are you sacrificing during that time? What aren't you able to get? Yeah, you take away the safety net. Higher risk, higher reward potential. So I think the real question when everyone brings up why your 9 to 5 sucks or why it doesn't suck is, what work are you willing to put in? Do you have what it takes to live in that business? Will you buckle down, work those 80-hour weeks? Do you have an emergency fund? Are you willing to take that safety net away? Have you subscribed? Have you left a like? Have you watched the financial situation video yet? I don't know. Are you going to? Because I will. With your 9 to 5, you have a salary. You'll be able to put investments in. Link to Webull down below. Deposit $100 and you can get 2 free stocks. I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys. It's a argument for and against your 9 to 5. It's really whether or not you're willing to put in the work and what you're looking for in life. Not everybody needs to be rich. It's not everybody's goal to have to travel the world. If you're all right living off of that $40,000 a year, yeah, that's a good wage. You can make $60,000 a year. That's amazing. You'll be set up. You could live a very all right life. For me, all right isn't good enough. Until next time.